it's rare for us not to see Mr. Schwarzer behind the sticks. He hates missing games, Mark Schwarzer.
Sure does. See it go aerially. Fallon knocks it down, and that's not a back try by Tim Brown, who has scored plenty of goals for Wellington Phoenix from midfield this season.
Well, he's the New Zealand's answer to Tim Cahill in that respect. He scores a lot of goals from Wellington, drifting in from midfield.
Says he wants to get to 75 and perhaps more. Fallon. Now it's with Elliott. Bertos couldn't get there first. Used the body well though there, Leo Bertos. Hold off Carney. Knocked on by Smells. Chance for New Zealand, and they've scored, the Kiwis. It's Chris Killen. Quarter of an hour played, and he ghosted in at the far stick, and Chris Killen sends those all-white supporters into raptures at the MCG.
Well, he's ghosted in at the back post, comes in around the back of Milligan. It really was a nothing ball in from Simon Elliott from a good area, touched on by Schmeltz.
Lockhead was caught there. It was good refereeing by Ricardo Salazar. He waited to see if an advantage would develop, and it didn't for New Zealand. In fact, it's Milligan who's got the yellow ticket.
He was late.
Yellow card, the end result for Mark Milligan of Jeff United in Japan. And it's in, is it? Oh, I thought Chris Killen had got a second there for a moment on the turn. And Australia really struggling to deal with first the aerial challenge again, and then the movement of Chris Killen.
Well, it's the aerial challenge, isn't it? This time it's Vichelic. That actually comes off the post. It's very, very close. Good technique. New Zealand well on top in this opening, coming up to 24 minutes.
I'll tell you, that's not a good challenge either by Tim Cahill. The Aussies are rattled here. Carney just running into a white wall. Brown looking for Bertos, who was a bit behind play. He's been caught there by Grella. One or two of the Kiwis are rather angry about that challenge.
I think it's the way Bertos sort of slides. He's sliding to try and keep the ball in. Grella goes to ground at the same time. And Vinnie Grella's never one to pull out of a challenge. Well, he's off the floor a bit there, to be honest. Word is he's going to take 27 on Wednesday.
Now, Cahill was late on Bertos there, but in fairness to Cahill in that particular challenge,
he's going for the ball.
I think he was entitled to go for the ball there.
Yeah.
Again, New Zealand are angry, but look, I think that's... The replay may tell us different, Robbie, but I think Cahill's entitled to go for the ball there.
He was definitely going for the ball, there's no doubt, but on the replay, it probably will look bad, as did Vinnie Grella's. He's stretching for the ball. The leg is high.
Well, I think the contact is accidental. That's my view.
He's coming through, it's the follow through. He's not going after him.
He's got a yellow card. So that's 3 now for Australia. They've had precious little to cheer about. Here's Bresciano. Variation on the free kick. Carney with the change of angle. And then it's blocked by Paston, and over the top, Scott McDonald with a double chance there. Awkward ones though, both of them. Slot in for Ivan Vichelic. Brought down nicely by Rory Fallon. What an effort by Rory Fallon, not far away.
Well, that had everyone holding their breath, didn't it? Some strike on the turn. Volley, it certainly had Brad Jones worried. It was over him. Just a clash between the two Australian players, and he hits that, and that's not that far away.
Taking on Ben Sigmund. Intelligent ball too to pick out Miller Jedinak. Held up by Elliott, and then drilled just wide by Mark Milligan. Molina, 1-2 with McDonald's. Slightly overran it. It's broken kindly for Vinicic. Dario Vinicic with his first international goal. What a moment for Dario Vinicic.
We go low and hard across the keep. You've always got a chance. It's somewhat of a lucky goal for Australia because it's a bit of a ricochet, but he finds himself really on the edge of the 6-yard box on his own.
Shoddy work by Valeri. Elliott, lovely ball. Time and space for Tommy Smith to measure the centre, and there's Fallon. Oh, it's a great save by Brett Jones. In fairness, it was probably straight at him, but he didn't have a lot of time to react, and that will do the young Middlesbrough keeper's confidence a power of good.
That was great play by New Zealand. It's a good save from Brett Jones, although it's straight at him. The last two hit-outs.
So here's Carney. As Australia looked for a late winner. Squared up for Carl Valeri. Little sandwich over the top, and Holman! It's there! Brad Holman has scored for Australia and probably won the game for Australia with just his second international goal and his first for 3 years.
Well, that's certainly broken New Zealand hearts, and to be honest, they probably don't deserve it. But Brett Holman won't care. And the Socceroos don't care. It was pressure, it was Carney on the left-hand side. Instead of going down the outside like he normally does, he cuts inside. He lays this one off.
And it's a goal that gives Australia what seemed, after a very disappointing first 45, a rather unlikely victory.